Welcome to the incredibly strong winds that have been recorded in Cape Coral, Florida. Here, you will witness the power of nature in every wind, with a speed and intensity that has shaken this whole land.
Bro. Oh my God, dude, this is a fucking tornado.
The storm ripped off the roof of houses in Cartago, Costa Rica, with unimaginable destructive power, tearing off roofs and causing terrible devastation. Torrential rain, fierce wind gusts, and sudden hailstorms attacked violently, creating a dramatic and unforgettable natural spectacle. In China, an amazingly strong wind causes strange objects to float in midair. This is not an ordinary wind, but a mysterious and impressive natural force. The storm that hit Madrid, Spain, with unimaginable power, blew everything into the sky. In the war with nature, no object can withstand it. Oh my God, this wind is turning chairs into circus athletes, juggling like professionals. Persistent heavy rain turned Spanish streets into rivers, turning cars into reluctant submarines, swimming in the overflowing water. This is the terrifying moment when the giant storm struck, sweeping everything out of control. Witnessing a scene like this is truly despairing. The damage left behind is huge. Nature is not as gentle as we imagine. It can be powerful and unexpected, like a big shock that makes us reconsider. This roof needs a complete overhaul if it wants to withstand these crazy windstorms. In the meantime, finding a safe place to stay is the best thing you can do. Don't try to compete with nature. You're no match for a hurricane. Suddenly, a large tsunami-like wave, combined with Hurricane Beryl, devastated the coast of Jamaica. Fierce winds and record-high water levels have caused serious destruction on a large scale in the southeastern Caribbean Sea. We hope that people here will be safe. Prolonged heavy rain causes floods and brings extreme suffering to the Spanish people. Pray that God will protect them through this pain. Oh no, that's terrible. That poor girl is trapped in the middle of a terrible flood. Someone please come save her immediately. She couldn't get out of this raging water on her own. In Spain, heavy rain turned the island of Mallorca into a giant swimming pool. Even Palma de Mallorca Airport had to stop operating due to flooding. Everyone stay safe and hope that God will protect us from the fury of the weather. storm barrel turned everything into a giant swimming pool, washing away about 6,000 houses in the sea. The people here have, in the blink of an eye, become reluctant captains of their own land. It is impossible to underestimate the great power of nature. The floodwater, no longer controlled, overflowed its banks and swept away everything in its path, as if the anger of heaven and earth. In the face of a natural disaster, only life is yours. Everyone should pay attention to safety. These images remind us that nature can be impressive as a cruel clown, and that preparing for future disasters is not a choice, but a lesson cannot be ignored. Let's send prayers to Spain, hoping that this country will soon overcome the threatening disaster and find light in the most difficult times. Mother Nature seems to have unleashed all her fury on Spain. With a terrible storm that caused a Spanish dam to completely collapse and floods to rage across Murcia. "87% of the area was submerged in water, creating a scene of cruelty and disaster. The South African sky suddenly darkened, as if preparing for extreme disaster show. Several districts of Durban were devastated by storms and attractive cyclones. Advice to drivers: be careful, as this is not a gentle shower. A sudden disaster has struck China, turning a peaceful evening into a horrifying nightmare for the people. The fierce wind blew trees and cars into the air, creating a debris storm with debris scattered everywhere, leaving the whole area in chaos and destruction. Vehicles in Turkey are struggling to fight the terrible storm. Many roofs were blown away by the wind, flying in the air like misdirected kites. Billboards were also blown away and fell everywhere, creating an amazing storm dance. The terrifying howling sound of the wind rang out, making the listener shiver. A man recorded the scene of a flock of birds rushing across the sky, as if they were bringing a warning of an impending disaster. Oh my God! Just a few seconds later, strong winds came. He seemed to be shaking with fear as he returned to this horrifying scene. The pouring rain turned the entire sky white, making the houses here seem to evaporate and disappear completely. Nature is playing a magic trick to make everything disappear. Spanish streets suddenly turned into raging rivers filled with hail. Looking at this scene, you would think that God is angry with the wicked, and this is just the warm-up. Stones fell from the sky, as if someone was venting anger from heaven. The prolonged hailstorm destroyed hundreds of houses and seriously affected many businesses. Some areas suffered power outages and flooding, turning Italy into a scene of chaos. It seems that this boot-shaped country is having to kneel and surrender to the terrible power of nature. Nature is truly unpredictable, as if reminding us, never underestimate my strength. With just a storm or a hailstorm, nature can turn all human plans into farce in the blink of an eye. Please stay at home and don't be foolish to go out at this time. Do you want to take some ice cubes from the rain outside to make a smoothie? Just open the door and you will immediately have fresh, free, and extremely natural ingredients. So scary. Is everyone okay? This guy must be very worried about his car. This power is unbelievable. I'm completely speechless and won't discuss it any further. Nature's fury has descended on Europe, leaving hundreds of people in Germany homeless. Because of severe flooding, helicopters are being deployed at Babenhausen in the lower Allgäu. We pray for the safety of our people and ask the Almighty to protect us. Hopefully the flood will recede soon and the situation will soon stabilize. This is the first storm of the year recorded from a flycam. The scene really makes me scared and worried for the people facing this disaster. So respectful and sacred to the power of the sea. Historic flooding in Porto Alegre, Brazil has caused immense destruction, leaving dozens of bridges and roads in what looked like devastating knee crossings in a mud soccer match. The power of nature can change the surrounding landscape in an amazing way. Off the Pacific Ocean, a 15,000-ton oil tanker faced a terrible storm. Wind gusts up to 72 mph and waves up to 20 meters high. After witnessing this scene, I decided that being a sailor was no longer the ideal choice for me. Awful. In Asir, a heavy rain and hail caused the roads to be temporarily closed. This unexpected weather turns major roads into a rocky beach, making everyone mistakenly think they are on a Minecraft version of the real world. A tall tornado appeared in the middle of the vast ocean, twisting and tearing everything in its path. It seemed like it was about to move closer to Peter's cargo ship, but fortunately, it was still far away. Thank goodness, and perhaps Peter feels happier than anyone else.
Giant cruise ships are marvels of modern engineering, towering over the sea with their impressive size and luxurious amenities. These floating cities offer passengers the opportunity to explore exotic destinations while enjoying all the comforts of home. From gourmet dining to world-class entertainment, these massive vessels cater to every whim and desire. Cruise ships are large vessels designed to carry passengers in comfort and luxury across the seas and oceans. These floating cities of leisure and luxury have long been celebrated for their ability to offer a unique travel experience. Each one is packed with a huge variety of dining, entertainment, activities, and relaxation options for all ages. But what happens when these giants of the sea encounter rough waters? The sheer size and weight of these ships make them incredibly resilient in the face of storms and high waves. Despite their seemingly unwieldy nature, these behemoths are designed to withstand even the most challenging weather conditions. Giants of the seas, the ships that transformed modern cruising. These ships are wide in size and made with heavy materials, allowing them to handle even the most harrowing of waves. Modern aircraft are designed to withstand some of the harshest weather conditions during flights. As they navigate through choppy seas and powerful winds, giant cruise ships rely on advanced stabilization systems to keep passengers safe and comfortable. These systems work tirelessly to minimize the effects of rough seas, ensuring a smooth ride for everyone on board. Cruise ships are built to include stabilizers, which minimize the rolling, side-to-side leaning passengers feel in choppy seas. They are also zero-speed, meaning they minimize drag by maximizing lift, greatly reducing any rolling caused by rough seas. In this article, we will delve into the world of giant cruise ships and explore how they navigate strong waves during a storm. Join us as we uncover the fascinating technology and engineering that goes into making these incredible vessels safe and seaworthy in even the most challenging conditions. The impact of strong waves on cruise ships can be a harrowing experience for both passengers and crew members. When faced with turbulent seas, these massive vessels must navigate through powerful waves that can reach heights of several meters. The force of the waves crashing against the hull of the ship can cause it to sway violently from side to side, creating a sense of unease among those on board. Video footage from passengers shows large waves and high winds crashing into the cruise ship. The sudden force and height of these waves can overwhelm even large vessels, making navigation perilous. The wave strikes the ship at night and cripples the vessel, causing the boat to tip for a short period onto its side. The structural integrity of the ship is put to the test as it battles against the relentless power of the ocean. The weight and size of these giant cruise ships provide some stability, but even they are not immune to the forces of nature. In extreme cases, large waves can cause damage to the exterior of the ship, leading to potential leaks or other safety concerns. Despite all the structural and technical perfection, ships often fail under testing conditions. That said, cruise ships are built to withstand rough seas and large waves, and they have a balance between buoyancy and weight. The impact of a rogue wave can destabilize a ship, leading to accidents, loss of cargo, and, in extreme cases, sinking. Passengers may find themselves feeling seasick or anxious as they witness their floating home being tossed around by Mother Nature. Crew members work tirelessly to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone on board. But there is always an element of uncertainty when facing such powerful forces at sea. For passengers and spectators on the ground, strong winds which cause aircraft to sway back and forth can seem alarming and feel precarious for those on board. These comprehensive precautions are essential for maintaining the safety and security of passengers and crew members, ensuring a safe voyage through potentially dangerous waters. Overall, the impact of strong waves on cruise ships serves as a reminder of our vulnerability in the face of nature's raw power. When giant cruise ships encounter stormy weather, safety measures must be in place to ensure the well-being of passengers and crew members. One important measure is to closely monitor weather forecasts and adjust the ship's route accordingly to avoid the worst of the storm. Additionally, crew members should secure all loose items on deck and close all windows and doors to prevent water from entering the ship. Cruise lines have extensive safety protocols in place to ensure the safety of passengers and crew during storms. If a hurricane is approaching, the captain and crew will closely monitor the storm's path and adjust the ship's route as necessary. Close all hatches, doors, watertight compartments, and windows to reduce the amount of water taken on board. During rough seas, passengers should be advised to stay in their cabins or designated safe areas where they can ride out the storm safely. Crew members should also be trained in emergency procedures and know how to respond quickly and effectively in case of an emergency. Earlier that day, passengers had been told to stay in their cabins by the captain as he attempted to ride out the storm. Crew member training. Crew members receive robust training in safety, security, and first aid to prevent and respond to potential emergency situations. Furthermore, cruise ships are equipped with advanced stabilizing technology that helps minimize the impact of rough seas on the ship's movement. This technology includes stabilizers that help reduce side-to-side rolling motion and keep the ship steady in turbulent waters. A modern cruise ship is equipped with stabilizing technology for when it encounters rough seas. Passenger vessels are equipped with stabilizers that extend off the ship's sides to reduce the amount of rolling. Overall, safety measures for cruise ships in stormy weather are crucial for ensuring a smooth sailing experience for passengers and crew members alike. By following these measures, cruise ships can navigate strong waves with confidence and ensure everyone on board remains safe during inclement weather conditions. When faced with stormy weather and strong waves, giant cruise ships must rely on a combination of advanced technology and skilled navigation to safely navigate through the rough seas. These massive vessels are equipped with state-of-the-art stabilizers that help to reduce the impact of waves and keep the ship steady in turbulent waters. Yes, cruise ships may encounter rough seas while avoiding hurricanes. However, modern cruise ships are fully capable of handling rough seas and have highly efficient stabilizers to prevent ships from rolling. While today's purpose-built expedition ships may have oversized stabilizers to help steady them in winds and waves and strengthened hulls to protect their cargo and machinery, they are not entirely foolproof. In addition to stabilizers, modern cruise ships also utilize sophisticated weather forecasting systems that allow them to anticipate and avoid severe storms whenever possible. By carefully monitoring weather patterns and adjusting their course accordingly, cruise ship captains can steer clear of dangerous conditions and keep passengers safe. Cruise ships are equipped with sophisticated weather monitoring systems that provide real-time data about approaching storms. Cruise companies follow the weather very carefully, changing itineraries, canceling sailings, and working hard to keep passengers and crew out of harm's way. Furthermore, cruise ships are designed with reinforced hulls that are able to withstand the powerful forces of nature. This ensures that even in the most challenging conditions, the ship remains structurally sound and able to continue its journey without compromising the safety of those on board. When it comes to rough seas on a cruise ship, these massive vessels are well equipped to handle anything nature can throw at them. Testing during the construction phase ensures that the ship can remain buoyant and not capsize in the event of poor weather. Overall, navigating through rough seas is a complex task that requires a combination of technology, experience, and skill. By employing these various strategies, cruise ships are able to confidently sail through stormy weather while ensuring the comfort and safety of their passengers.